Well, good evening and welcome to WCU Esports, where tonight it is for the first time this year, it's a Monday night matchup, and it is late, 9:30 start time, so here's still about 5 minutes away. I'm Sparky.
And I'm Noe.
Yeah, tonight's matchup is going to be California State University Sacramento taking on WCU Crimson, and it was Sacramento State who asked for this reschedule. However, I do want to make note that so far this season, even though it says 0-3, I just saw the results from playing a few, not too long ago, probably about half an hour ago is when they finished up. And they are currently 0-4 on the season, WCU 2-1. So we are looking to try and extend our lead to a 3-1 in this semester in this Div 6. We still have to play that first week as a reschedule, which is GFU, but Noe, what are you looking for from, what's going to be the starters of Bunla, Thing, and Snowflake?
They have the chemistry. They played the first 3 games together, and, they won the last 2 pretty convincingly, especially last series, 3-1. Impressive stuff, but, yeah, just keep up the pressure. That's been good from them all series, all season, and yeah, just keep up the pressure.
I think the big thing here tonight is making sure that they start out a bit fast and hot. We saw this come into play a couple weeks ago in their first match against this Div 6 group that was taking on Montana Grizz, and they fell 0-3 in that series, and they didn't seem to come alive until Game 3. So should be an interesting matchup here tonight as we close in on the starting time. It's going to be also, I'm really excited to see how Gucky, who is our sub for this team, plays. It's the first time that I met him was actually today, when he came in to pick up his jersey and be ready for tonight. So if he does come into play, I want to see how that works and how that works with the chemistry of this team, having not played for the first few weeks. Because this team has played 4 matches together already for the regular season, but only 3 have been in this division. So I just want to see how that might disrupt or change, or it could honestly just be a phenomenal group to play together with, no matter the combination.
Yeah, I did test out teams in the beginning of the season, and I had the chance to play with Gucky and everyone else on the team, and they're all pretty solid. They're all close to, they're all around the same skill level, and definitely can perform together.
I do think it's going to be a lot of fun, too, seeing how these 4 play, knowing that we also have our head-to-head against Mesa coming up this Saturday. But before that, on Thursday, Noe and the rest of your Rocket League Black squad will be taking on
University of
Montana. So looking to get revenge for this WCU Crimson team. And then I forget who it is that our Overwatch team is playing on Friday, but let me go ahead and take a look at that. It makes sense that you don't know just because you're a Rocket League player.
I usually like to keep up with teams.
Yeah, they do. So Rocket League Black will play at 6 p.m. on Thursday. Should be a fun one, and it's going to be a must-win match for WCU Crimson as they take on California State Dominguez Hills Crimson. Both teams at 2-2 in that one. WCU Black Rocket League, on the other hand, is sitting at 3-1 on the season. I think Grizz Maroon is 4-0.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's double check that as well, just checking in standings. And speaking of checking into standings, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the ones for this Division 6 West. I think it was West B. No,
yeah,
West A.
West B for Black.
Black is West B. And I forgot to go into streamer mode, so that's a great thing. And let's go ahead and go into streamer mode. Sorry about that. I don't know what the little... I think there's a Halloween little ping notification now. Not entirely sure. But yes, taking a look over at WCU Black's season standings, that also doesn't help us out too much. Let's go ahead and take a look.
I think it's round 2 where
they haven't reported that score yet.
Yeah,
so
Kruger's Black isn't a strong team, so I'm willing to be surprised.
I'm willing to bet there that Grizz Maroon did take that series, probably 3-0 if not 3-1. We'll see though.
But they get close to like Hard Walkers, who hasn't won a game. They did go a 5-game series against them, so they're beatable.
Now that I look at it, let me see. Oh no, okay. So Grizz Maroon has lost a game in every series so far they've played on average, just based on their 9-3 record for individual games in a series. But let's go ahead and take a step back from WCU Black, which isn't until Thursday this week, and go ahead and look at the standings right now for WCU Crimson Division. WCU Crimson currently in a tie for 3rd place, just slightly lower based on game differential of 6-4 games won versus lost. But we are taking on what is ranked 8th in this 9-team division. And the biggest challenge for WCU Crimson is still yet to come as they have to take on New Mexico State, GFU, and I forget who it's University of Alaska Anchorage is who 3 of our remaining 4 matches are against. It's going to be a challenge no matter how you look at it. Those 3 teams are the top 3 in that division, 4-0, 3-0, and then GFU tied for 3rd at 2-1. So tonight, obviously, a must-win for WCU Crimson to maintain that 4th place, especially considering the person right below them in the standings is Grizz Tan. Grizz Tan 1-3 at the moment, but they did beat WCU 3-0. So if it comes down to it, if games are tied, like game win, game loss, and overall win-loss is tied, then it will go in favor of Grizz Maroon as the head-to-head is the first check.
Yeah, close in. Looks like we're about to get into the game soon.
Yeah, we're just about there. We're ready to go. And we are going to be on the on the right-hand side in orange, which is my favorite way to see it.
Yeah, I think WCU's better on orange.
I do. It makes the most sense. And being that CSU Sacramento is a team that has green as their basis, it makes sense that these 2 teams are on the sides that they are. But green and gold, what do you think of that color combination too? While we have a second to chat waiting for these teams to get ready.
So green and gold?
Green and gold is their
yeah,
colors.
It's a little crazy.
I personally like it. It looks a little bit better than the vibrant yellow.
I mean, yeah. It's creative.
It is creative, but here we go. WCU 2-1, Sacramento State 0-4. Let's see in this best of 5 series who ends up on top.
I mean, yeah, like you said, it's a must-win. Those 0-3. It'll be really nice to push them up the standings to get this win right now.
Yeah, right now, I mean, WCU with all the pressure, but let's see if they can maintain it. Thing with the quick shot, but handled beautifully by Griffin.
Yep.
And right now, Griffin looking to be just someone who is defensively strong for this Sac State team.
Yep, you can kind of tell a skill of someone based on the defense, I find to tell, since I feel like defense is a big part of being high ranked in this game.
I think that it's just it's a slept-on area of Rocket League for sure. I think that the majority of people decide that defense isn't what they want to work on. They would rather get the cool flicks and mechanics, but right now it doesn't seem to matter what mechanics you have, as Sac State's defense is holding up to everything that Western can throw at them.
Yeah, it looks like they had to open net, but he decided to go off the corner and get a boost, which actually works out for them. Good play by Griffin and the score by Snipey.
Yeah, Griffin off the ceiling and just beating out Thing and Bunla is Snipey, but it's early in game 1. We're not going to need to be too worried thus far. We've still got 4 minutes left on the clock. Only a minute played so far, so it should be pretty patient.
There's a lot of time to come back.
I mean,
nothing.
20 seconds is a lot of time in this game. Nevertheless, 4 minutes. So if WCU can get a good offensive push here like they do, but Thing just comes up short on that angle. That said, though, Mountaineers with a lot of offensive pressure. It's just Griffin in the back line who seems to be a problem.
Yep, all he has 3 saves for this squad.
And the assist on that goal, and it was not an easy assist to get either,
No.
placing that off the ceiling. It's a little difficult when you're up on that to get the placement how you need.
Yeah, I mean,
but big miss there. Could be fortuitous for the
It's open.
Mountaineers. And that's just in. Great play from Thing getting that block high in.
it was open, but it doesn't have to be open. It just goes straight in.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do too much there. Great block, like I said, from Thing. Captain of this team, and for good reason. He's played the longest here by, all of a year, but he has just been the most consistent, and he's really just always showing up ready to go. There's
Yeah.
never a night I'm worried about Thing.
Yeah, he's a good captain for his team. Definitely keeps them together.
When it does help, too, that Thing and Bunla have that, not cross-country, that track pole vaulter connection as well. And they've just been able to play together for the past year. So both Snowflake and Break being those extra, those third mans in this squad. But it doesn't seem to matter, as they're just finding every angle and opportunity to pressure. And Sac State is, to their credit, they're really hanging on, but it's tough.
They can't be doing too much saves. You want to get the ball out if you have at some points.
At some point, you just have to realize that the smartest thing to do is, even if you throw away possession, just send it all the way down the field. Great pass opportunity for Sac State, but
And,
unable to capitalize as
yeah.
it's deflected.
Yeah, good 50 by Snowflake, keeping that ball out of the net. But he has to make a good save here. Oh, Butler can do it for him.
I mean, it was very fortunate that Snipey didn't go in there. Snipey
Yeah.
definitely had the best angle and opportunity for Sac State. Ooh, almost a center for thing from the Sac State defense, but doesn't quite connect. And WCU now playing in their own half, a little bit on their heels as Sac State is going for a very physical demo game.
I mean, yeah, the demo game is always annoying to play against, but it could be easily exploited if WCU does it right, like about heel. Was open for a second, but a little bit too slow.
I like that idea from Thing where he was trying to go for the stall pass to Bunla, wasn't able to get it, and now Bunla having to pull out those GC mechanics that he has to
Good
play
double
for
tap.
WCU, and it's
Yeah.
Snowflake to finish it out.
I mean, yeah, this is a great pass by Bunla. I mean, a double tap almost going in just by that.
That would have been a beautiful shot had he gotten that double, but it's still just as beautiful a pass, and Snowflake with a great angle to finish that one out.
Yeah, good positioning by Snowflake there.
I mean, minute 37, there's still a lot of time left on the clock, and it's only a 1-goal lead. It's not something you want to get comfy with for either team. You can get comfortable playing down in this game, and that's something that I found can be a big issue.
I mean, yeah, you can be a little bit overconfident as the leading team, which can lead to some comebacks in unfortunate situations sometimes.
But as the defending team here, where you're trying to get back in it, you can get comfortable playing down, and that's almost worse than being cocky in the lead. Because cocky in the lead, you're willing to go for mechanics, and sometimes those hit. But playing in a comfortable defense, you're just ready to play defense, and you're going to let the opponents take every shot possible.
Then going for a mechanical play.
Oh, man. Almost works out. Bunla just getting beaten by Snipey to that ball. Not seeming to matter as WCU collects and just puts pressure back to Sac State, so they have to throw it away.
I mean, I like the mechanics I'm seeing. I'm feeling confident right now. That's what we want to see from WCU.
It's more confidence than it is cockiness, and I think that's a huge distinctive factor in this game. But it's a great pass
Crazy
and
shot.
bar down from Griffin.
Yep, just a top right ball down. I mean, that's a crazy shot by Griffin.
I mean, that's an incredible 50 there, too, from Snipey. Great idea to challenge that, and it just worked out in their favor that time.
Yeah, it seems like Griffin right now is the star player of this. What's this called?
Sac.
Yep, Sac State squad.
Sac State.
I mean, he has like 4 saves, I think, and 1 goal and 1 assist. He's just doing everything right now.
He is everywhere on this field, and it's going to be hard for WCU to defend if he keeps doing it.
Good
but
save by Snowflake.
Beautiful with no, especially with no boost. I know that Snowflake's a
that's a
little
tough
lower
touch.
ranked than Bunla and the Thing, but rank isn't everything. It's all about the team chemistry, and it was a great rotate from Snowflake, and the confidence to go for that with no boost just shows how well this team works together.
Yeah, I've been like watching Snowflake's gameplay the past few games, and he has some good positioning. He's
Mhm.
always there.
I think the big thing, too, is he continuously is improving. It's a nice chip up from Bunla, but Thing was a bit too far back to do something
Double
with
tap,
it.
Maybe?
No, it's a good pass. Bunla stalls up high. It's got to be Snowflake coming in here for a shot,
Yep.
but it will drop, and game 1 goes to overtime. I mean, that's what you want to see from a series, is a good, hard-fought battle to see who wins it. Oh, I
Almost
love
ended
that.
it.
Oh, but
Thing a little
no.
bit too far up. Couldn't get that.
But WCU now still maintaining pressure. Snipey, though, getting that boost is going to be able to throw it away for Sac State. It's put on the ground. Bean going to go up for an air dribble.
I
Gonna
like
fake
this.
it. It's a missed pass from Snipey. And WCU with an empty net just needs to get a good shot attempt here.
Bunlan wasn't fast enough to get there.
No. But it works out as that was a challenge that went to Snowflake. It's a shot high off the backboard for Thing. Over to Bunla, who puts it on net. And Snowflake now stalling so his team can get back.
Yeah.
And there's just seeming to be some panic and miscommunication from Sac State. WCU feeling a lot more collected
Good
and
touch from
patient.
Bunla.
He almost gets that follow-up, too.
Yeah, this Sac defense is just coming up clutch right now. And good save by Snipey.
Oh, I love that bump
And
attempt.
Snipey gets another save too. There's just some crazy defense coming out from Sac State right now.
And the boost difference is really coming into play for the Mountaineers. And the boost will be what does it in game 1. 2-3 in favor of California State Sacramento.
I mean, yeah, those who had a lot of pressure there at the end just didn't have enough boost to recover, and that's what happens.
Yeah, well, game 1 going to Sac State. Noe, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and talk about what you think that these guys need to do for the next game.
I just think that WCU had like a lot of open opportunities, a lot of good passes. So just they need to capitalize it, be a little bit better positioned. I mean, this Sac State defense is crazy so far. I mean, looks like 7 saves. That's some good stuff. But yeah, I just think WCU just needs to capitalize more. I mean, they had a lot of good opportunities that game, and yeah, just need to score more goals from that. And that's for now. I think it's going to wait a little bit until this next game starts. I think about to start in a little bit. Every player seems ready at the moment. I mean, it was just whatever. Sac State got a chance, they capitalized, and that's what won them the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what all that WCU needs to do here, but I think the big thing is just play patient, smart, and maintain the pressure. They had all of it in game one. They just couldn't capitalize on it when it mattered the most. Yeah.
And they had a lot of good shots. Just need to put the ball in the net.
Here we go. Game 2 in this best-of-5 series.
Yeah, only 3-1 already. It's crazy.
Yeah, right? We love how that happens.
We lost. It's over.
Yep, game's already done. Sorry, guys. No. In all seriousness, here we go.
Ooh,
and it's a beautiful passing play from WCU. There's that pressure that we needed to see from them.
Yep, and thing was just good. Just good positioning. I had the boost to make that shot, and just behind Snipey.
There it goes. WCU, 12 seconds in. That's a kickoff goal right there.
Yeah.
That's what you love to see, though. They know that they need to come out strong in this game, too. They know that this team's 0-4.
Interesting kickoff strat, too. Snowflake just going straight to the middle boost. I haven't really seen that in a while.
Well, that's what they did on the overtime that almost ended up working out as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Snowflake got that shot very quick. The double wasn't necessarily what he wanted to do. Griffin plays a shot that goes high. Bunla jumping for the bump dodge.
Yep. Just a little bit too high.
Yeah, there's that physical game coming out from Sac State that I think is what's going to make a difference tonight. And they've been picking up pace. But speaking of pace, Snowflake just beating that one out there, getting the goal to extend the lead 2-0.
Yeah, the problem I see with this Sac State defense is that they can't really get the ball off the backboard. I mean, every time it bounces off the backboard, they're just in trouble. And
yeah, those backboard plays are really helping out the Mountaineers right now. And there's a reason why they're up 2-0 quickly in this game. Mm-hmm. But there's still, like we've said so far tonight, there's a lot of game to still be played. 4:15, my apologies as I stutter on my words there.
Yeah, it'd just be nice as WC to extend this lead. Don't get too safe. It's always got to keep the pressure on.
I mean, the best defense is a great offense, and I think this is really apparent in a game like this where having that mentality of playing ahead and playing behind be so imperative to how your game ends. It's a great shot opportunity from Bunla.
Yep, this is a double commit that helps Sac State defend that. And a big whiff by Bunla, but Snowflake's there for the save.
He comes in clutch just at the last minute, and it's a double commit, almost a triple from Sac State.
It's
going to be a bump, and that will just go in. I mean, beautiful play from Sac State there.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see things go a little bit faster this. I felt like he had time. That's just a great bump on Bean. Can't expect that from Thing, really.
Yeah, here we go. Yet another kickoff. We'll see what goes here, but 3:30 left on the clock. WCU, I think if they can keep this offensive pressure that they've been going with so far, they'll be in the clear for this game. Thing with the beat, it's an upper 90 shot, double commit with Griffin on the save once again. He's really been playing as Sac State's star tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see how WCU chooses to try and manage that.
And maybe go for a demo too on him.
Oh, beautiful idea there from Thing as he tries to play it low and get the block.
Yeah, I'm really liking the pressure with WCU. It's just they just need to capitalize a little bit more.
And what a save from Snipey. Oh, that should have surely been a Mountaineer goal, but beautiful save.
I mean, yeah, there's Snipey and Griffin. And
it's a misflip from Snowflake. He fat fingers the jump, so it's 2-2.
Yeah, so he's just a little bit far forward, and sometimes you can easily get that flip when you try to get for a high ball like that.
Yeah, I think he was going for that, and that's the dead zone. I mean, It's hard, it's finicky. You can't go messing with it mid-game like this, but it's a tough one.
It's one of the worst things in Rocket League, just backflipping on absolute.
It hurts. It is so painful every time.
Luckily, that's off.
That was a very lucky off shot, but Thing now trying to play with speed high, but Sac State, Snipey up to the challenge. Missing his rotation, missing his landing, though.
I mean, yeah, it seems like the tides are torn for this Sac State team. They're keeping up the pressure now.
Yeah, now we're in the back half of this game. WCU surely not wanting to go to yet another overtime because then the pressure is going to be all in their minds. But the whiffs from Sac State right now are really playing in their favor. I think WCU is expecting them to get to these balls. Oh, an unintentional massive bump from Thing. And they go for the back pass, so Bunla's going to just go for a block. Nice. But no, it's demo center.
Yeah, I feel like just been sniping Griffin on defense the whole game. I mean, they're like some superstars, but it's also part of WCU not being able to capitalize these open nets, kind of.
Yeah, but the open net, I will say, in Rocket League, one of the hardest to hit.
It seems like Snipey can't do it, and it seems like it's open for WCU. Oh, no.
It's not quite open, but Snowflake was trying to play it low. He got the bump onto his roof, and it allows a great clear from Griffin.
I mean, that game is moving fast. Like, I feel like he can, like it's going to be like a big save or a shot like every 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be a constant back and forth battle tonight. It's going to be, I will say, it's probably going to just be a seesaw of who's in favor at the moment. Mm-hmm. And Snowflake with a shot. Bunla fakes the block, and it almost works out. Snipey almost putting it into his own net, but clears it off the crossbar.
I mean, this defense is impressive by Sac State. I mean, they're doing everything to keep this ball out.
They've been everywhere so far in their defensive half.
And another backboard read, and Snowflake almost getting there.
Just not quite fast enough on that aerial. And now in the back, last minute of the game, it's an accidental pass middle. Great clear from Snowflake. Snipey keeps it in the Mountaineer half. Bunla going to stall high. And Snipey goes up, missing, so Thing can get the clear for the Mountaineers.
Yep.
But the pace of this game is incredibly high right now. And that is dangerous for both teams. All it takes then is one miss flip, as we saw from Snowflake just earlier. Oh, but amazing save from Bunla. Defensive.
Yep. I feel like he's a defensive superstar on his team.
Yeah, he's definitely their defender, but he can also be one of their greatest attackers, as we saw game one, centering everything he could, finding every opportunity for the Mountaineers. Goes for the bump. He stalls it high. Griffin has to get the save, but he misses. So Bunla will put the Mountaineers back in the lead with 15 seconds left.
I mean, that's tough for Griffin. He's been doing good on defense all game, and that one just gets behind him, I guess.
That's just a tough one to save, though. Like, straight over your car, you have to double jump into that, but, like, it's such a tough angle to get that double jump for.
Yeah, that's where, like, the aerial call control comes in.
Ooh, it's a fake call-out from Sac State on that kickoff to try and get possession. Griffin with the ball. Throws it away, so now it's Snowflake to Thing. Thing plays it low, and that will seal it. WCU will win Game 2 in this best of 5.
And that's good awareness right thing. Seeing that the net's open, have that little gap in the middle, and just put it in.
I mean, the game sense from these three is there. Sometimes the mechanics not always on point, but they've been consistent tonight. I mean, there's that one exception, but there's always that one exception. So Sac State just trying to find some momentum to end out this game, but it will touch down, and WCU wins that one 4-2.
Man, it's good comeback from WCU after having that lead taken away from them pretty fast.
Yeah, I think right now the big thing for the Mountaineers is just make sure they can keep this momentum up, get into this next game early, get in fast, and stay on top. Right now, it's going to be those US West servers, so if we really need to, going into a Game 4 or a Game 5 situation, if we're down in the series, we can request that central server, which, as we saw the other week, was a major advantage.
I mean, yeah, for, I guess, our team especially. And
well, that's the big thing is I think that in California and New Mexico, I think what we saw last week was that they just weren't quite able to stay on top of it with that ping difference.
Yeah. But I feel like it's mainly about just the gameplay of these players, and it looks like Bumla was AFK for a little bit. That was kind of weird.
Might have been a disconnect of the controller for a second, which unfortunately happens more often than it should with this game.
Yep. But right now, it looks like the net might be open for a little bit, and Snowflake just not being out of position, not able to put down net.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of that and just getting a bit jittery, having that momentum from last game come through. So now the Mountaineers are panicking because the pressure is coming entirely from Sac State as they pass it mid for almost a beautiful passing play. Thing looks to try and get it over Griffin, but Griffin playing slow and patient in the back, as we've seen so far. And now it's a pass back to Bean on Lean.
Ooh, good save
by Thing. Massive play.
Yeah, he was the only one back, and he needed to make that save.
Oh,
and almost a good shot by Bunla.
Speaking of being back and needing to make the save, though, it's Griffin once again. I mean, how many times have we seen this guy block what should have been a surefire goal?
Yeah, I mean, he redeemed himself from that one whiff last game with that save Dale.
I mean, the one whiff is easy to point out, but in the same like in the same breath, you have to mention how on point he's been for the remainder of this series.
I mean,
That was just a fluke from him, and you can tell that he is not happy about it. So he's trying to make more than just up for it. He's trying to make a statement now in Game 3 against the Mountaineers as he gets the goal. Beautiful little chip shot coming from Griffin off of that rooftop pass from Snipey.
I mean, just good play. Snipey with the pass. I think that was Sting that missed there, and Griffin just good placement there.
Yeah, you have to be fast on that jump, and you have to assume where you have to guess where they're going before they even get there. And that's just a tough place to be in from any team's perspective. Oh, and it's a miss, but not enough boost to go up for it is WCU. So now Bunla goes, misses. Snowflake tries to play at center, and it's cleared up by Snipey once again.
And good control by Sting. Game past 2,
Oh,
3
patient.
people. And it was open for a slight second, but there was Griffin again, just being there.
And that one, I think, was just a matter of boost management coming from WCU, and rather the lack thereof. Great pass off the backboard.
Ooh, good
Snowflake
challenge
with
by
a
Snowflake.
beautiful challenge with a chance to tie this game up, but it's over the net. Thing now tries to tie it, and Bean gets a clear. So Bunla has to come in for the Mountaineers. Pass it to Snowflake. Snowflake plays a chip wide, and it's going to be cleared up by Bean with Bunla once again up for the Mountaineers, playing that defensive pace. And playing that, he's playing a great second and late or an early third man.
Oh yeah, you just beat 2 with that flick there and try to get another one.
Pass now to Snowflake.
Snowflake
Snowflake off the
maybe for a
backboard.
double.
Yeah, I think
just
he was.
a little lack of boost.
I think he was faking the double because of his boost
Yeah.
content. Oh my
Good
God! A
speed by
bing
Bunla.
bang. Good speed by Bunla, but that center from Thing and that trust to pass to the third man there.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of those like off the wall passes.
The corners always look good for passing plays, but Thing just made it look easy there. Like everything connected on that one.
Yeah, I mean that's a good way to tie it up.
And we're exactly halfway in Game 3, so tied game, 2:30 left on the clock. There's a lot of game left to be played, so we'll see what happens from both of these two teams. I've seen games that started like this. Oh my God, what a pinch down from Bunla. Snowflake tries to go up to stuff it, but doesn't quite connect.
Snowflake has some good speed. He just needs to do a little bit better on the shot placement.
The timing's a little off. Speaking of off timing there from Bunla, and it is now 2-1 quickly for Sac State after what was an amazing goal from the Mountaineers.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like that's the second time WCU has missed off the wall, and that just punishes them.
And the wall shots are just hard though. It's like at this level and anything below it, it is just a hard position to be in to have those tough shots. But Snowflake now, even with low boost, looking for a center, gets it over to Bunla, who stalls it high. He definitely is kicking himself for missing that one.
I mean, yeah, I feel like WCU has a great positioning this whole series. They just can't get a shot to go down.
Great clear from Snipey now for Sac State, but no one's going to be going for pressure aside from Snipey. Great control from Snowflake as we see the demos coming out once again.
Beating all three. Just has no boost to do anything with this.
And now Bunla trying to stall. Oh my God, it would have been a beautiful play of the fake demo. Thing now up, tries to get one. Snipey clears it away, and Snowflake gets the clear downfield for the Mountaineers. Bounces low.
Second one.
And he gets it. Soloing that one is Snowflake. Putting the team on his back for a second.
Yeah, I feel like that the whole last 30 seconds was just Snowflake there, just beating all three of them.
He was there. He got the play. He got the beat. He got a lucky bounce to be fair.
I mean, yeah, you always like to see those bounces.
When you're a Mountaineer fan like we are, that's a great way to see it happen. Good kickoff from Bunla. Is Snowflake going to be there? No, it's going to be collected by Bean. Team bump though, so it's going to be still here in the deep half of Sac State.
I like that idea.
I love that idea, but they're getting pretty low on boost, so WCU has a great chance to do something here. The chip from Bunla stalled up high with a chance for Snowflake to come in now for a shot. Plays it center. Bunla up. Oh, just missing his position though.
He just didn't have enough boost to really get around that ball like he wanted.
Yep, and Thing tries to play a slow aerial game, so he has to half flip out and get back to defend
Good
Bunla.
pressure by Bunla.
No boost, third man. He's been playing this amazingly tonight.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of how Bunla plays without zero boost. He just keeps pressure on no matter what.
Speaking of pressure, Snowflake putting a shot on net, and now Snipey has to stall it high, but no boost coming in from Sac State. So WCU with a chance to put themselves in the lead for the first time in Game 3.
Another good pass by Bunla. Just
no
no one there that time. Like WC has been there with most of the series though.
Yeah.
Just not able to put the shot in most of the time.
Oh my gosh, but Griffin just plays that one. Smart play from Griffin there. You have to give him credit for that one.
Yeah, Sac State's kind of like in desperate moment out. When they've been on the back half for like the last 30 seconds, they need to get this ball out.
I mean, last 30 seconds, I'd say they've been on the back half for the last minute and a half.
Maybe, yeah.
But overtime once again. Oh, it's an accidental touchdown. So we will be in OT for Game 3 of this best of 5.
Yeah.
Thing now over to Bunla. Bunla off the
See the
ceiling.
mechanics. Ooh.
I like that little,
Yeah,
the stall flip. Yeah, beautiful. Thing with the challenge. Bean clears it slowly on the back, or not slowly, but flat on the back wall. Double commit from Sac State.
Yep.
So double touch coming from Snipey. Missing. And Bean on lean missing. So.
You got to communicate there. Snowflake had like a free air dribble if Thing just didn't.
Yep. But sometimes it's how it goes. You get panicky in these OT situations, especially when the momentum transitions that quickly. WCU with Thing only with 84, whereas the boost management on Sac State right now coming in handy. And you can see it as WCU is caught in their defensive half. And it's yet another overtime goal for Sac State.
I mean, yeah, like when the point when he has like 0 boost as a defense, someone needs to like clear that out as fast as possible. But
it's just tough. I think the miscommunication there just caught WCU off guard. So Sac State wins Game 3. Best of 5 series though, not out yet.
I mean, WCU has had the pressure of the whole series. It's just whenever Sac State gets the opportunity, they capitalize it.
I think the main thing now for WCU is just how do you go in? You had a great game. You just had a couple of small defensive breakdowns that didn't let you, or that just kind of transitioned the game. So while Sac State takes their time to recover, what do we think is going to happen from WCU going into Game 4?
Well, when it comes to offense, I think nothing changes. But when it comes to defense, I think they need to communicate a little bit better. Just like when someone's on the wall, you just got to trust them, kind of. If they don't hit it, just be prepared. But that's been happening a lot for WCU defense so far.
Good kickoff win for Sac State, but a great shot from Snowflake off the wall. As Griffin dude, he is just everywhere on defense. Good demo from Thing. And WCU just can't find the back of the net despite having a great chance. Snowflake looking for Bunla in the middle.
But a good bump to get off the offense play out.
That was a smart play. Snipey putting on the pressure for Sac State. Thing stalling him out. Trying to block Griffin as well. So now it's Snipey up. Bunla clears it along the back wall. Snowflake going to pop high. So WCU can stall for a second and maybe get some boost back in the tank so they can play with pressure. And there's the communication that we were hoping to see a little bit earlier last game.
Thing backing off of Bunla to do that solo play. Doesn't lead too much though.
But now it leads to something as Snowflake has an opportunity, but with no boost, he can't go up for that. And now Snipey gets a clear for Sac State. WCU, once again, this boost being a big factor as Bunla has nothing, and he's just in the back line by himself for the moment.
Yeah, someone I think needs to get off the wall here, get that ball out.
Someone just needs to get a clear for the Mountaineers.
Seems like they're panicking right now.
They are panicking. They just need to breathe, take their time. It's a bump attempt coming from Sac State. Physicality coming from this Sacramento team.
Yep, and Bunla without boost can't do much there.
Good bump from Thing is it allows the Mountaineers to just stall for a second. Once again, bump from Sac State, but doesn't lead to much. It's going to be Bean going off the corner, looking for himself. He finds it, but not the angle. And Bunla with great timing to get that 100 pad. And now it's a low play from Thing. Can he cut and get the bump in time? Oh,
I like that idea. Very smart.
Oh my God, almost works out for Snowflake with a low shot. Chip shot from Bunla. Bean on lean now, stepping up on defense for Sac State. And this series has been just one way and then the other of who's on offense, who's on defense. And it's been for pretty extended periods of time.
Yeah, it's mainly been WCU on offense though. But when WCU is on defense, it's kind of scary most of the time. Yeah,
miscommunication from Sac State. It's now popped high. So WCU with a chance to collect this ball.
And lack of boost throughout the team right now.
Lack of boost, and I think a lack of confidence of playing without boost.
I'll see what Bunla does here for Tank, getting past that one offensive person.
The one where he's off the ceiling. He gets the flip shot, but not enough power. No, he definitely was trying to go a little under to keep a high, fast shot, but couldn't quite get that angle. It's tough going off the ceiling like that for it.
Yeah, just kind of tough right now for WCU. The offense isn't really clicking as it was past games, but maybe someone can like spark this offense, get a nice pass, and slightly open.
All it takes is one moment. This game is a series of moments, so it's a matter of what's going to happen.
Big save.
How are they going to rally? Yeah, as you said there, Noe, beautiful from Snowflake. Absolutely necessary to keep the Mountaineers
I
alive.
like the high
It's a
pass
beat
there.
2. It's going to be saved by 3. He's going to look for the pass middle, but it's back and not forward. So Bunla has to stall for a second as his teammates recover. It's a clear downfield now, so being on lean will get a chance to maybe do something with it.
And good
but it's
speed by
Snowflake
Snowflake.
with the speed. Minute 45, the latest we've seen a goal come through for WCU, but it could be coming through in a big way.
And I don't know if we have back-to-back MVPs, but if Snowflake is able to win the series for them, I feel like he's been playing out of his mind so
He's
far.
been playing so well, but I don't think we can discredit how Thing and Bunla have been playing as well. They've been playing amazingly.
Good save by
And
Bunla.
yeah,
and
I mean, he gets
Snowflake.
demoed for it, but great play from him. Thing going to be off the back wall. Gets the stall. It's blocked by Griffin once again, but Bunla with another touch to stall out this Sac State team.
Yep, and just need to get this ball out of half. I feel like this WC is not big on defense so far this series. And it's be nice to just keep the pressure like always for this team.
I mean, they need to keep it in that offensive half, even if it means just throwing away, because once they can get something going in that offensive zone, they start to find ways to connect. They force turnovers, they force the bad plays, and they force opportunities like we just saw there from Bunla, where he almost got that beautiful back wall double touch for his center. And now he's just clearing it away, playing that smart, slow game.
Good ball.
Demo. So he's going to need Thing to come up, Thing just popping it high.
And right now, this WCU doesn't have a lot of boost. Just try to reset right now, get boost.
Yep, and that's where we see Snowflake go for that stall. Bunla up to challenge the attack from, I forget who that is, Bean was his name. And Snowflake now with
Big
the
save
defense. Once again, a big save. It's going to be Thing this time
Another
with the
big
big
save.
save.
Yep.
Not credited on that one, but man, oh man, was that a necessary block.
And good beat by Bunla. Passing up for Thing maybe,
Oh,
but just a little bit too
just
fast
a
for
miss.
him.
If WCU can get one here, it's a good stall in the middle, and it's Bunla to finish it out. Snowflake getting that block, 17 seconds left. I'm not going to say it quite yet, Noe, but this could be game 4, forcing a game 5.
Yeah, unless a kickoff goal happens, I don't think Sac State can make this comeback.
If WCU just plays a slow, clear game here, then they will win game 4.
Yeah,
And
good kickoff.
that'll almost work out even better if they can get another goal.
Unless Bean can go all the way.
Bean won't have the boost to go all the way, but it's a
Oh,
pass to
Snipey.
Snipey. So this could be it, folks. It's either
That's a
got to
kickoff
die
goal.
quick or it's got to be WCU with a pressure here. Like with the pressure to win it.
Yeah, I mean, 8 seconds after the kickoff is a kickoff goal. That's
I
basic.
thought it was up to 14.
I don't know.
I thought it was a range of like
Maybe
one
14.
kick. I thought it was like
Either
one.
way, it was a kickoff goal.
Yeah. It's off the ceiling
And
now for
Snipey
Snipey.
maybe
He goes for the air
falls.
dribble, goes for the double. He doubles it down. It's a
Oh,
big block from
save by
Thing.
And
You can't emphasize how big that save was. And Thing now just going to clear off the sidewall to Snowflake. Thing up
Maybe
now.
one for the road.
Oh, he gets
One
it
for
for
the
the
road.
road. Oh my goodness. What a way to end game 4.
yep, very big last 10 seconds for
Jesus.
Thing there. That
I
huge
mean-
save. And the goal at the end.
Right now, what we've seen in this series is a pattern of WCU with winning by 2, but Sac State tying it up and going into OT and
Yeah.
winning it. So, going into game 5.
Yeah,
Mm.
don't go into overtime.
Well, that's what I was going to say, though. Going into overtime here isn't necessarily the worst thing because it's going to allow for an overconfident California State University. They're going to know that they've won these past few overtimes, and they're going to be able to, or they're going to try and use that to rally, which will lead to cockiness as opposed to confidence.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like they have more ice right now. They're definitely more clutch at the moment. You just need WCU to not let that overtime happen in its first place and just get the win straight up.
I mean, that would be ideal. Great center from Bunla. It's looking to be a clear. No. Thing for a chance, but being on lean, playing a massive defensive game there. Snowflake stalls out with Griffin on that pressure. And WCU holding off their defense stepping up in a big, big way.
Yeah, like the last game, the defense has proved a lot, making big saves at the end.
Oh, it's a pass upfield from Snipey. Looking for Griffin, but Griffin turns away. It's now looking for a pass middle. It's chipped
Just a
too
little bit
far,
too
and
far.
Snowflake with a great clear. So he can maybe get a center on this ball, which he goes for the shot,
Oh,
but it's
so
off the
close.
crossbar.
I mean, it feels like half the shots from WCU has just been off the crossbar this series.
It's been so close. They've been right there every time. What was that angle?
I think his thing was Snowflake that ungoaled it. I think that's what happened.
I'm not sure. That was just tight.
Oh no, that was crazy.
It was an accidental hit into Bean on lean.
Yeah, just kind of unfortunate for WCU. Can't really expect that.
Sometimes the bounces don't go your way, and that's an instance of that happening. The bounces going against Mountaineers in that moment, but Bunla looking to try and force the bounces to go their way as he throws it downfield, looking for Thing to maybe get something. Thing
Good
off
pop.
the backboard. Snipey gets a good clear off the ceiling, but Snowflake with a chance.
Oh, I like the speed.
Beautiful block. The speed from the Mountaineers opens up the
Yeah.
net as Bunla ties this series 1-1.
Yeah, that double commit on up the ceiling just kind of hurt them, only leaving one defender back.
Oh my god, and the
No one
block from
back, actually.
Snowflake too.
Yeah.
He put his body between Griffin and the net, and Griffin was either forced to flip and get bumped out, hit the brakes and miss it, or try and assume that Snowflake's not going to turn into him anymore.
I mean, yeah, there's too much option for him to like lead, so he got confused and couldn't make that save.
Yep, and Griffin he could have put that on net and maybe had a shot that went in, but he doesn't. So now Thing gets a chance to put it downfield for the Mountaineers as it's blocked by Snipey
Ooh,
towards the
big
net.
whiff.
But Snowflake,
I feel like Snowflake. I'm a big fan of how Snowflake has been playing this series.
yeah, he's been on top of it all night tonight. There's not been a moment there's been one moment, I think, for him. But it's the same as Griffin.
Ooh,
If
double
there could be
commit and offense.
Oh, man, if Bunla could get a big block here. No, Snipey puts it wide, but allows Sac State to keep pressure as Griffin accidentally throws it across field to Snipey, who throws it to Snowflake as
pop.
a chip. Oh,
But
beautiful
good save by
touch.
Snipey. Yep. And
I mean, right now, you're just seeing two teams that are evenly matched. I don't necessarily think that Sac State's been
It's
playing
open for
bad this year.
moments?
It's open for a moment, but I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, my gosh.
that's tough.
That's
like
I think things should have, or I think Snowflake should have just
waited.
left it. He should have just left it and gone for a block instead. Now Snipey has a chance for Sac State. Great save from Bunla with Thing there just in case. And Snowflake looking to try and make up for that missed attempt. Gets a stall middle, but it's cleared downfield and Thing forced to throw it high.
a good pop, I think, and a good pass by Snowflake.
Oh, and a good read by Bunla to get that block. It's not a
Oh,
Thing
that
who, oh my gosh.
That would be crazy.
That would have been an amazing team play. As we see a pass from Snowflake to Bunla once again, but not able to connect. Thing, though, stalling it in the offensive half for the Mountaineers to keep the pressure on. This offensive pressure from WCU tonight has been something else to behold as Thing
just
off the post, or Snowflake off the post.
I mean, yeah, just barely off. I like the play by Snowflake. Just couldn't get there at the end.
I like that slow play here, knowing that he has Bunla back on that line to play it slow and smart. Bunla just forcing his way through, playing the tank for the Mountaineers. That's 3 in a row that he's won like that. So we'll see if WCU Snowflake can put something in, but no. It's cleared wide by Snipey.
I mean, it's been Snowflake this game who's been keeping up the pressure over WCU, and
I mean, that air dribble, though, is going to be tough to defend. Bunla
Good
with a
save by Bunla.
massive save, burning all his boost to do so, but worth it in the end as he keeps the pressure for the Mountaineers going into the blue half. This is cleared wide now, so Snowflake has to play a good chip.
Yep.
He does. Bean redirects it. Griffin's been playing very aggressive this game. I do want to point that out. He's been the first one diving in for Sac State all game. Good stall from Bunla, but no one from the Mountaineers there to clear until now. Snowflake pops it, maybe to Thing, but
But-
he's going to try and solo it again.
I feel like both teams have been playing really risky, like offensive style this game.
I mean, they've had to. They both want to win this. Neither wants it to be their loss.
And
WCU is fighting to get a good playoff position, whereas Sac State is fighting to even have hopes of going to playoffs.
Yeah, they need this win to even have a chance to make playoffs. I feel like.
But they did start. I think that they started out their season against 4 of the most difficult teams in this division. So the 0-4 isn't going to be very indicative quite yet. But if WCU can make it 0-5, they prove that they are up there among the most difficult teams in Div 6. But it's a great shot.
Great save by
Massive save from
Snowflake.
Snowflake. Once again, he's been playing the netminder in this game so well. He's been playing super slow back, but it's been in favor for the Mountaineers as he plays at center for Thing, who doesn't have any boost to do anything. But
Oh my God!
it's a goal line play
What
right
the-
now. Oh no, I'm not even gonna comment on that. That's an own goal from Sac State in the last with 11 seconds left.
I wish they did that in Div 5.
Right? That's just I-
That's just how I don't know how that happens.
I can't cheer for the Mountaineers there. I'm happy they're ahead, but that's just a hard way to watch it
No.
happen.
You always take that.
you take whatever you can get, but that's just a difficult one to watch. So Thing looking to go off the ceiling,
Okay, so he
make
shot
something
that forward.
happen. Oh my gosh, he could have had a beautiful no boost read. Beautiful chip shot from Bunla.
Just
Massive
need to
save.
put this on the ground.
Oh no, we just need someone to touch it down. Snowflake chips it mid. It's a chip out from Bean.
Fake it maybe.
No, Bunla has to play that forward. It goes towards the net. Snipey with the catch.
Good catch.
Thing plays it center for Snowflake, who misses, but Bean throws it away. WCU has the pressure to win it. They played so well that series, but you have to give credit to Sac State, keeping it close from start to finish.
Man, I feel like that was the most entertaining series I've watched from this team so far.
I mean, every other series so far has been just a blowout one way or the other. But now the Mountaineers are truly showing that they are the top 5 in this division. So now it comes down to the next couple weeks. Can they show that they belong top 4 making playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, they need to probably win one against one of the hardest teams in the
I
division.
mean, they have to do something here to make sure that they can just finish out this season strong. Looking at the coming weeks, though, for the Mountaineers,
Let's see.
let's go here and take a look. We do still have that GFU
Yeah.
competition to play. We have next week we see the Mountaineers taking on the number 1 seed as of now.
Yeah.
Because this week we see University of Alaska Anchorage taking on New Mexico State, number 1 and number 2 in the division. So we'll see what all plays out there. WCU needs to be scared of Gristan, though, coming up and finding a way to sneak into the playoffs, just beating them out. So WCU needs to beat them next week. Then they play New Mexico State in round 7, and that would be it, aside from that GFU reschedule, which we need to figure out sooner than later.
Yep.
But for now, I think that's it for tonight. So I'm
Yeah.
Sparky.
And I'm Noe.
Thanks for watching. Tune in on Thursday for Rocket League
Mhm.
Black.